Was this war really about a woman who stole peaches, or about a line that had already been crossed? In August 1655, the Dutch West India Company ordered the takeover of a nearby settlement on the Delaware River called New Sweden. The Swedish settlement had existed for nearly 2 decades, but when the Dutch Director General arrived with 7 ships and over 300 soldiers, the Swedish colony gave up without a fight. On September 15th, the day that New Sweden officially surrendered, 500 Munsee gathered together on 64 canoes and went over to southern Manhattan. They moved through the settlement, breaking down doors and threatening colonists. This wasn't meant to be a massacre. In fact, the plan was to leave by sunset. Just as the Munsee were gathering to leave, there was some sort of commotion, and this settler ended up wounded. The New Netherland official ordered the guards to open fire. 3 colonists and 3 Munsee ended up dead. That one decision led to all the chaos that followed. Munsee warriors crossed the Hudson River and they split into 2 groups. One went after Staten Island, the other attacked the other settlement called Pavonia. By the end, there were 28 farms that were destroyed. 40 colonists were killed. 100 were kidnapped, mostly women and children. And within 2 months, all of them were returned in exchange for some goods. The violence stopped, but the blame game didn't. Dutch leadership came to the conclusion that the whole thing happened because this guy killed a Munsee woman who he caught stealing peaches from his orchard. Others argue that these attacks were actually retaliation for the New Dutch taking over the New Swedish settlement. The general was actually against doing any military action against the Munsee for what happened. He instead banned alcohol sales to the natives, and he also said that they're not going to repair their muskets when they break, so there. The trigger happy fool that got us into this position in the first place disagreed. He believed war was justified. Although it should come to surprise to no one that the Dutch West India Company actually removed him of his duties the following year after complaints and accusations of fraud. Months later, his hat and cane were found floating in the Hudson River. Up next, colonists revolt.